Hey, y'all. Happy Saturday. Welcome to the weekend. Y'all, why is it flown by already? Why is tomorrow already Sunday? Lord help us. Y'all, welcome in. My name is Shonda. I'm with From Dust to Beauty Designs. If you are new here and you're seeing the live, please make sure to say hey in the comments. Tell me where you're watching from. Also, make sure to go and follow the page if you're not already. If you, this is all my things I gotta run through. Be patient. If you don't mind hitting the heart button and dust this out, that just means to spread it out amongst your family, friends. I like to say enemies too, because I like them all. They're all human. So, what y'all been doing today? Y'all, I didn't do a whole lot. Jim is wild. Jim did a bunch. Hey, Rachel. Let me get this sent out to my channel. If you're not on the channel and you want to be, just do !notify all together while I'm live, and that will hook you up with my channel. And then every time I go live, I actually do a notification. So let me do that a real quick and in a hurry. I don't know what it's doing right now. Now, why does sometimes FB don't like me sometimes? Y'all, it's been hotter than blazes today. Hotter than blazes. Lantern swag. Y'all, we're gonna do a cute little mini lantern swag tonight. Hope y'all ready. I've actually had a couple people ask me how I do my swags. So I thought, what better to do than a mini one? They're easy. You can see how the process is done. And it is the same as if you did a big one. So, y'all, let me get us pulled up so I can see comments. Y'all, it's hot down here. It's muggy down here. And I'm never hot. So, hey, Rachel again, girl. Hey, Vicky. Thank you, friend. Hey, Kelly. How is everybody doing tonight? And hey, Vicky Layton. Hey, Kim. Hey, best good friend. How are you? Vicky, I am just telling you. Hold on, let me get my that. Just got it. Awesome. Okay, Kim, thank you. It's working. I appreciate you telling me. Hey, Carol. How are you, my friend? How are you doing? Oh my gosh, Vicky. So, I have been super busy. So, Vicky, let's go back to the rainbows. Y'all, hey, Paula. We saw 5. It was 5 or 6. And I thought for a second I was seeing the same one, but then I realized, no, I was actually looking at the east, and then I was looking at the west, and then I was looking over here. Like, they were everywhere. It was it was really breathtaking. And then there was one, and I posted it. It almost looked like a burst of rainbow coming out of the ground. I mean, of course, it was far off, but it was huge. Y'all, it was just a spectacular. We were coming back from Alabama and driving on I-20, and there they all were. Hey, Karina, girl, I have been busy. What's Jim saying? What's he saying? What's Jim saying? Jim said, are you doing the one we got today? No, Jim, but I'm going to show it, because I'm going to do a mini one today. Hey, Debbie. How are you, friend? Hey, Dee Dee. Karina, how are you, my girlfriend? And I've been busy, yes. Hey, Teresa, thank you, friend, for dusting it out. Hey, Sue, and hey, Sue. Hey, Sue. Hey, Pam, thank you, friend. Hello, Gina, South Georgia. Hey, from North Georgia. Hello. Yes, Donna. Okay, so tonight's word is mini, mini lantern. Mini lantern, if you want the supplies that I'm going to be using tonight. I'm going to tell y'all how I do it. Good evening, Donna. Hey, Linda. Hey, Rebecca. Girl, how you doing, Rebecca? I heard you got to see my sweet baby boy. How have you been? Oh, I got the joy down in my heart. Sorry, girl. I still got the joy down in my heart. Hey, Joy. How are you, girl? It was coming from our house. What, Jim? What you talking about? What I miss? Oh, my Lord. Okay. Here we go. So. Oh. It was coming from our house. You talking about the rainbow? Well, the gold sure wasn't here, honey, when we got home. So, I doubt that. It kind of might, I mean, from what you're talking right now, it could have been coming out your tail end because, you know, you full of it. Anyway, y'all, I love that, Rebecca. He was so glad to see y'all. You know, it's kind of nice to see, you know, a face you haven't seen before, and it's, you know, especially when he's working, and he was kind of new, actually, when he came to y'all's house, to that job, not to the career, but it was just nice, you know what I mean? Like, it was just nice to talk to y'all and hang out with y'all, so he was super excited when he come home to tell me. Actually, he called me on the way home. He called me on the way there, actually, and then he called me on the way home, so, hey, Christy. So, y'all, let me tell y'all real quick, and then we're going to get busy. Jim and I went to Lowe's today. We first went to Sam's the other day, yesterday in Oxford. And Thursday. Sorry, we went to Sam's on Thursday. I was off. They didn't really have a whole lot yet at Sam's Club. Just FYI, they didn't have a whole lot. But let me just tell you what I did real quick. Well, let me show you this, and then I'll get to that while I'm doing this, because it wasn't grocery in a show, you know, because Sam's is like the next level of grocery in a show, since Walmart's grocery in a show. Shonda put on the show. I was the show. So, let me show y'all a few things, though. If you have not made it to Lowe's in a while. Hey, Amanda, how are you, friend? How are you doing? Lowe's, y'all. We went to Lowe's today. Wait, these were Home Depot. No, I'm sorry. These were Home Depot. Half off, okay? So half off. I got these for $12. I got two of these, two of those, and then I got this for half off. I got this for $9.99, okay? $9.99. I love these. I use these all the time, all year long. So I had one set, but I really wanted another, just the plain, you know, just the cream color. So I got another set of those, and then I got two of these, and then I got this one, and this one was only $9.99. Now, the reason I got those, let me show you, hold on, is because I got this big mamma jamma. So I'm going to be, of course, I got it for that. So I'm going to, of course, do a swag on this for my front porch. But we may do a large swag so that you guys can see how I do the large swags on another time. But I just want to tell y'all, half price for this. So this was still, it was $24.99, but it was regularly, you know, $50. So it's still a good deal, y'all. This is glass. It's really a nice, you know, nice thing. So I'm just saying, Lowe's and Home Depot, both of them had sales. But I got all those at Home Depot. I'm doing well, Amanda. Jim, what a bargain, pumpkin. What a bargain. I know. What a bargain. So, we're going to make a little mini, isn't that cute? Little mini swag tonight, okay? So, here is one of my lantern swags that I have made. This one is a ginormous one, okay? So, you got your swag, you got your lantern, and then you got your swag. Now, I still have this on here because this is actually on my Etsy shop. So I'm not going to cut that. I wouldn't cut that off because I use the bind wire to send it so that you guys can, you know, put it on your lanterns. But this is one of the lantern swags. I have sold several of these. I think I have enough to make 2 more. But yeah, these were very, very popular. They were popular at my craft show, and then they've been popular on Etsy. So that is a lantern swag. You can also use a swag on, if it's this size, you could put this on your mailbox, okay? You could put this on a lamp post, if you've got a lamp post, right? So this is versatile, and you can actually, this one's so big, you could hang that one on a door, because girl went wild with that one. Girl went wild. Yes, and Jim did get, he got they even had half off on their trees at Lowe's. So Jim is obsessed with miniature Japanese maples. We have them all over our yard. And normally they're quite pricey, and he got those one half off for his dad. We're doing some work on his dad's landscaping. So that's what we did. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, don't sit on it. They've got some great deals right now. So here's what I want to use tonight, y'all. I'm going to use my Thanksgiving Harvest Transfer. And I'm going to make a tag of some sort. I'm not sure if I'm going to use, both of these were Dollar Tree. Oh, actually, this is Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, Dollar Tree, okay? We do have tags with Chocator. I just feel it's too large. Now, if you're going to make one this size, it would be perfect, okay? To have a little tag hanging down with a cute little, you know, we have the new Christmas, like, stamps, the postage looking stamps and things like that. So that would be cute, you know, hanging down there. Or if you had a gingerbread, whatever, we have it all. I'm telling you, we've got a lot. That size will be best. This size, I'm thinking I'm going to use this one, but I don't know yet. So I just got both of those, but I am going to use one of these. Oh gosh, Karina. So was my cousin's. I made one for my cousin, and then, so she bought one. She came down to help me with my craft show and bought one. And then I've sold two on Etsy, and then this one. So they're pretty popular. They're pretty popular. But here's how to do them, okay? Here's how you can make your own. And if you don't want to make your own, you can go to my Etsy shop and just grab one. But here's how to make them. Now, this one was a $5 lantern. Like I said, Dollar Tree. And what I like to do first is I like to start with a greenery, okay? So I bought a bunch of greenery. Here's some of my flowers I'm going to use. I try to use an evergreen base. Like, this is an evergreen base on this. It's just a really good, starter, or a really good base, not a starter, but a base for one. So, oh gosh, Vicki, all you got's Walmart, girl. Well, listen, grocery in a show it's kind of good, you know, I'll just be honest. Okay, so I am going to use, I got to figure this out, because I'll be honest, I've never made one this small. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. It's going to be hard for me, but we're going to do it. We're going to get it. So let me cut this up. I think, let me cut it here. I definitely know this will be enough, but it may be too much, so that's fine too. We're just going to, we're gonna play around with it, okay? We're gonna play around with it. Oh yeah, she too large. She was way too large and in charge, girl. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these off, okay? Cut the ends off, and then I'm gonna cut my sides off some. And just to make this smaller, like I said, we're making a mini swag. Never done it. Never, ever. But this is the easiest way for me to make a swag, okay? Is to use, let me grab, hold on, I had this little piece. I'm going to use this over here. Kelly, I buy greenery wherever. I'm going to tell you that all of, let's see. So when did I buy a lot of this? Oh, when my, I think it was, yes. When my, why am I trying to say Betty Boop? That is not it. What's the place that just went out of business? That place. Why is Betty Boop in my head, y'all? Good gracious. Hey, Kathy. But I will tell you, I also buy it from Walmart. Okay, so Walmart and Joann Fabric. Joann Fabric. Okay, so when Joann went out in my little town, with a town over, I went in there and I bought some. These were just their cheap little swags, but I bought them for very cheap, and I thought these are great for my bases. Okay, they're great for a base, but you can see. Yes, Kelly, thank you. But normally I just go to Walmart, Michael's, any place like that. I get them. Walmart at the end of the season I like to buy, because I'll even take apart their wreaths and use their wreaths. But I do try to just buy, what I'll buy is like the big garland. If I can buy, I don't know, 2 or 3 things of garland, that will make you several, several little swags. In fact, this was a piece of garland. This is a piece of garland that I have used and used and used and cut off of for swags. So I will say this. So this one, I said it came from Joann. This one did not. This one was from Walmart. And again, it was garland. I will tell you, I make sure that when I'm using the little tines or whatever they're called, the little limbs, whatever they are, you know what I'm talking about. They tend to start coming off. So what I do is I just kind of wrap them around more and then make sure to, you know, kind of work with it, y'all, so that they don't fall off. That's all. Hey, Cindy, how are you, friend? Okay, so here's what we got. Let me see if this is going to work. Yep. Okay. So I like to... So you're going to be able to see, I'm going to push it down some, but it kind of gives you an idea, right, of your bottom to your top, right? Now, if I figure that that's going to be too long, I can always just cut that off, just cut it off, okay? But you're kind of going to start with a little, kind of looks like, you know, the Blair Witch thing. It'll be all right. It'll be fine. I promise you it's going to work. I promise. Okay, so first what I like to do is, I like to get some greenery or whatever, you know, whatever I'm going to use. These all are, you can see, I have used these already. This is what I like to use on a lot of my smaller pieces that I need just some filler in, you know, or I don't need a lot of, I should say. Then I can just use all of this. Like, I can just use it all. I love these. These are pushers. This one did come from Michael's. I probably got it last year. So they're all pushers, which means you can push it up and get everything either pushed to the top, or you can pull it out and kind of give it some length to it, okay? So I'm just going to cut all these apart, and we're going to make a little swag. Hey, Lois, how are you, girl? Oh, thank you, Kelly. Hey, Yvonne. Thank you, friend. Okay, so again, y'all remember, we're going tiny tonight, okay? So the word tonight is mini. We don't want my hair in there. Hold on. Y'all, my hair is just all up in there. Girl, because it's wild tonight. Tonight's word is mini lantern, okay? Mini lantern. It's 2 words, but mini lantern. Now, I had these little pieces again left over. I've got some other little bushes over there if I need to kind of fill in as well. But I got these. And these are just kind of, I love them because I'm going to curly cue that. You know, they're all wired, so I love that. So then we got this. So, and I've got this little piece right here. So probably what I'm going to do with this piece, let's push this up. We're going to cut this right here. Okay, and then I am going to use this as 2 pieces, okay? 2 pieces. You'll see what I mean by that in just a second. I'm just going to use it. And what I do is I am just bending over that top because I cut that stem. So I'm just going to bend that over at the top and then smash my finger so y'all can hear me say a bad word up on the Facebook. Lord help it. Karina, that's hilarious because I'm afraid to do resin and we'll do a swag all daggum day. Isn't it funny what we're comfortable with? It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start out with this little... We're going to make a little bundle, okay? We're going to start out with this little bundle first. And again, I'm just going to make sure, it's going to be a big one, but it's going to be fine. I can't do small. I don't know how, okay? I don't know how. And I just put my things somewhere. Hold on. We can just use the, well, what I do with it. Y'all, we bought some new container holders to hold, oh, here we go, to hold all my new containers, and I'm so excited. I have the big totes, like the 27-gallon totes, And I bought the container holder today. I have 10 of them, and I cannot wait to get them all together. I cannot wait. Right, Karina? Right. Okay, so here's the next. Okay, again, we're just going to start stacking. You know what? I'm going to put the little red between. Okay, then that one. Same thing. We're going to go on both sides, same exact way. All right. If you feel that the stem is too long, okay, cut it off. Just cut it off. And we can mess with this and play with this a little more. Here we go. I'm trying to just do the same thing on each side to make a little, you know, just to make a little cute something. Okay. So there's that. Now, let's see. I do want a couple of these in there. So I'm just going to put these in there, and then I'll twirl them once I got them in. That way, you know, they'll be good. Okay, let's use this one. Same thing. Okay. So we've got our little, all you're doing is making like a, now I'm going to puff it all out and push it all out. These are cute too, but I don't know, we don't want to get wild and overpowering with it, but we might have to, but it's okay. So right now, all I'm going to do is zip tie all of this together, okay, right in the middle. We're going to zip tie it together. Make sure everything is good and tight in there, and then cinch it down. Okay, cinch it down. Y'all love this little handy dandy thing too. Okay, so now what you've got is you got a little swag started. Okay, looks like a daggum mess right now, but that's okay. So all we're gonna do is we are gonna start pulling out. Okay, pulling out and kind of fluffing this out. We're going to twirl this. Okay, we'll twirl that. Give that a little cute twirl. That is not cute, Shonda. What in the world, girl? Shh, be quiet. Okay, there's that. And then let's twirl this. Okay, like that. So far, here's what we got. Get everything kind of pushed out. Now, the middle you're seeing like this because we're going to make a bow. Okay, we're going to make a bow. Hold on, I just pulled that right off. Okay, we're going to make a bow and put it right in the middle. Okay. Now just work with it, y'all. Just work with it a little bit. Give it a little something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Christine. Thank you, Karina. Okay, so here's what we got so far. I know it looks wild. It's okay. We're going to bend it. We're going to do all the things. But here's what we got so far. It's a little swag. Little swag, y'all. This would be really, really cute too. Here's what my thought was. Hear me out. Door tags, you know, these Dollar Tree. Okay, these are the chalkboard little tags. How cute would it be to get, if you're having Thanksgiving dinner at your house, each one of these, you put a little candlelight, you know, the little candle in them, the non-flammable, no flame ones, and make a little swag for this, okay? Make a little swag and put the name tag of the person on it and put it in front of their set. You know, their little place setting. I know, I can be bougie every now and again. Listen, I'm just telling y'all, I can do it every now and again. Oh gosh, I am sure you are. Hello, Roberta. Karina, thank you for the stars, my friend. Thank you. I'm sure you're exhausted, girl. Is it bad that I don't miss that? Because Mason loved clothes, and Mason was like having a little girl. He really was. It's pretty bizarre, but he was. So, all right, here's what I'm going to do with my bow. I have these three beautiful, these are 7/8. I think these are 7/8. Yes, 7/8. And they are embossed ribbon. Okay, you can see the embossing in them. So this one is rust. This one's just a brown, and this one is a cream. Okay, so I'm going to use all three of these colors, and I'm going to make just a cute loopy bow for that middle piece. Okay, to cover up this middle right here. All right, so it's essentially the same thing I did here. When I made this bow, when I made this swag, this was the base, right? You start off with this green base, the evergreen. I made some, you can't really see, but all of these little items right here, the red, and this was all created at this point. And then, once I put the bow on, then I started adding like my little gingerbread, my little Christmas tree, and that's it really. I think that's all I added. Because everything else I added at this point. I think I may have added a couple of these at the end on the sides, you know, to kind of give me some filler on the sides, but that's it. Karina, yes, make some swags. Hey, Lisa. They're so easy to do. They really are. I love them. They really just dress up something. And you can do them fairly inexpensive, just kind of like I'm doing. So, okay, this one is not going to be a huge bow, y'all, okay? And you guys have seen me make bows before on my Easy Bow Maker. So I think, let's see, how big is that? Let's do 6 inches. So we're gonna do 7-inch tail, okay? And then I am going to just do a loopy bow, okay? And I'm only gonna do, I'm gonna do about a 4.5 inch. Do I want a 4? Let's see. I know it's crazy, I have to get a visual. I'm gonna do a 4.5, okay? So 4.5 inch bow, and I'm going to do, I'm going to do 2 loops on each side. Okay, 2 loops on each side. Look, Karina, the cool thing about the swags is if it doesn't work out, take them apart. Just take it right apart. You do not have to, hold on, I get where I said. Yeah, you do not have to, I mean, just take it apart. If you don't like it, if it didn't turn out the way you wanted it, take it apart. It's not going to hurt anything. You know, here's what I do a lot of the times. If I'm using products that I know I don't want to mess them up with glue yet, I'll just tentatively put them in there. You know, kind of do a dry run, put them in there, and then you don't have to, you know, you don't have to glue them in. You know, I do that a lot of times. You know, I did that with this swag, with the balls. With these balls, I did a dry run with them. I wasn't sure if I was going to like them. So I did a dry run just to make sure, you know. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, friend. Okay. We're going to just keep going with the same thing, okay? Just doing, I love, love, love this ribbon. All of it's going to be 4.5, okay? I'm doing 2 loops on each side. This is going to be a big old ribbon. This is probably going to be regretful. Probably too big, y'all, but it'll be okay. If it's too big, I'll just use this somewhere else and make another one. That's how I roll. That's what I'm saying. Don't stress yourself out when you are making, even if you're making items to sell, don't stress yourself out. It'll be okay. Don't stress yourself out. Listen, just take it apart. Take it apart and it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Yeah, just dry run, Karina. Just dry run. And even at this right here, you know, I could totally take that back apart right now. You know, because all it is held together with is that little zip tie in the middle. So just cut it and be like, okay, let's start again, because I really do not like that one. And you can just start again. No big deal. Okay. All right. So let's get our loops where we want them. Remember what my friend Ashley says. Be the boss of your bows. I love her. She's so amazing. I hope that y'all went and checked her out. Okay. All right. Last ribbon is this beautiful, beautiful rust color. So when if you type in, like I said, Minty Lantern, I will also send you the link to the ribbon. Okay. The link to the ribbon. Cindy, Dollar Tree. This one's just a little Dollar Tree one. And actually, want to know something funny? I got... No, never mind. I was going to try to be funny. Never mind. I got that one at Hobby Lobby. That one was one that I got on clearance. Like probably the, I don't know, one of the sales. Y'all know the mini 50 million that we all have to go to. One of those, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, these are cute little lanterns. They've got different styles of them. So if you wanted to get, you know, different colors or whatever for your table, you certainly can. And then that way, you know, kind of jazz it up a bit. Not everything has to be the same. Okay. So this one is a pretty big bow for this little bitty, but that's what I do. I do big bows. It's just how I do it, y'all, how I do it. Okay, so remember I was telling you about bind wire or a pipe cleaner, okay? So tonight we are going to use that. You know, we didn't use one the other night when I made, I don't know, I made a bow. Oh, this bow, I didn't make one for it because I was stapling it on. I didn't need something to hold on to, right? So this one I can actually use to wrap around. And then I take, so I pick up all my ribbon, I slide under my pipe cleaner, and then I take my zip tie and I make sure that it catches the pipe cleaner, okay, and I just zip tie it down. Thanks, Pam. I think these are gorgeous too. Yvonne, hey Mom, if you type in mini lantern, I will send you all the links I got them. Okay, so hand up here, we're gonna pull them out. Looks pretty pitiful, don't it? Well, she about to be a big one. She's about to be a big one. All right, so then you're gonna take your 2 pieces of, or it's 1 piece, but it kind of splits into half, and you can actually use it to get your zip tie straight on your bow, okay? And then you're just gonna pull it tight. Pull her tight. Easy peasy. Then we're gonna do a couple little twists there, and then we can move around our bow, okay? And again, this is a big fluffy bow. I am gonna cut off some of the ends. But I kind of always just give it a little extra because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Can you imagine me not knowing what I'm going to do with something? Oh, let me tell y'all what happened at Sam's while I am fluffing this bow. Y'all, so, you know, the potato chips at Sam's Club, you know, usually come in like a box. Well, we went down the aisle with the potato chips, you know, that are in the box. So I needed to get Doritos for the boys. Well, I didn't see the Doritos. They were actually on the other aisle. So we were in that, let's just say we were in the middle aisle, just for this story. We were in the middle aisle, and the Doritos were on the next aisle over. Well, I could see the back of the case because, you know, the snacks now at Sam's are kind of in the middle. And so you could see the backs of like shelving and things like that. Well, I could see the Doritos. There were, you know, it was mix and match, and it was like 3, and so they have 3 different flavors. Well, I had the one and I couldn't find the blue and the red. You know, your traditional blue and red. Well, we were going down this aisle and I was like, oh, there they are. Y'all. Why did I? So now let's remember we're at the Sam's Club where everything is bulk. Everything is bulk. Right in front of me are the boxes of chips. You know, the boxes of chips. Why did I think it was a good idea for my chunky butt to put my hand on a box of chips to help myself lean over? Y'all, did I fall in the box of chips? Did Jim and I laugh so hard that I almost peed my pants that I had to sit down and cross my legs? Tears were literally rolling from both of our eyes. I was like, Jim, did you get that on video? And he was like, Shonda, I was just too much. I was laughing too hard. I could not. Jim, if you were on here, y'all, we were laughing so hard. These people beside us were laughing. I fell into, he had to help me up. I fell into the bag of chips, the box of chips. My arms were in the chips. Y'all, 0 cents. 0. I was like, are you kidding me right now, Jim? Are you kidding me? He was like, Pumpkin, why didn't you just ask me to help you? And I was like, well, I just saw him over here, so I just thought I could do it. He was like, how about you ask for some help next time? Y'all, no sense. Okay. So, all I'm going to do is I am now putting this, okay, my pop cleaners on both sides of the middle of my little swag here, okay? And we are going to, we got our swag on here. Y'all, I 0 cents. I'm telling y'all, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? So, look, we did get the Doritos though, he said. Jim has big old, I always tell him he's got big long monkey arms because he's got like double the size of arms I got. He was like, why didn't you just ask me to grab it? I said, well, I thought I could do it. I mean, I just thought I could just use the potato box or potato chip box as my leverage and grab the chips. Y'all, he just reached right over and just grabbed them. Meanwhile, he's laughing so hard he couldn't breathe trying to get the Doritos. We could not stop laughing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we could not stop laughing. It was ridiculous. Okay. Y'all, my bow may be way too big. She may be way too big. Hold on. We may have to... She a big girl. Real big girl. Let's see. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I wanted to use some of this in the middle. So I am going to cut this off. Thanks, y'all. I think it's cute too. Okay, we're going to cut this off pretty short, okay? And this is where I'll start gluing pieces in, okay? This is where I'll start gluing items in to give it that depth and the things we need, okay? Right? At least I didn't climb onto the boxes. Pam, you know they probably do, girl. I told you I was grocery in a show. I was her. Ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Okay. So, here is where, y'all, this is big. I made a big one. I always go too big. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. Y'all get the gist of it, okay? Y'all gonna get the gist of my... Make your bow a little bit smaller. If you make this, don't do, only do 4-inch loops, okay? I did, or you might want to do 3.5. I did 4-inch loops. Where did I just pull that out of? I don't know. We're just not going to worry about that. Okay. I think I want to put some stuff on the sides. I'm going to do 2 on the sides. So let's cut these down. And again,